Imagine you were waiting for someone you love. You woke up early, you packed your bag, you put your shoes on, and you sat by the front door, waiting. 10 o'clock. Nobody came. 11 o'clock. Nobody came. 12 o'clock. Still nobody. You called. No answer. You just sat there, waiting, because you really believed they were coming. That was Marcus. He was 13 years old, and the only person who came and sat with him that day was someone he had been trying to hate for 2 whole years. This is his story. It started when Marcus was 11. His mom and dad had split up when he was little. His dad still visited sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes. And Marcus loved those visits. He held on to them really tight, like they were the most important thing in the world. Then one day his mom told him something. She was getting married again, to a man named Daniel. And Marcus did not like that, not one bit. Not because Daniel was mean. Daniel was actually not mean at all. Marcus just did not want him there, because Daniel was sitting in the chair at their dinner table that used to be empty. He was parking his car in their driveway. He was laughing in their living room like he lived there. And to Marcus, that did not feel okay. Marcus thought, if I let this man in, that means my real family is gone forever. And he was not ready for that. So Marcus decided something. He was going to be cold. Not loud, not angry, just cold. Like ice. When Daniel said, "Good morning," Marcus said nothing. When Daniel asked how his day was, Marcus walked away. When Daniel tried to talk to him at dinner, Marcus turned and talked to his mom instead, like Daniel was not even in the room. His mom would come to his bedroom sometimes. She would close the door and say, "Please, just try, just a little, for me." Marcus would say, "Okay." And he meant it. But then he would walk back out and do the same thing all over again. He could not help it. It just happened. Here's the thing, though. Daniel never got angry. Marcus kept waiting for it. He thought, one day this man is going to yell. One day he is going to give up. One day he is going to show his real self. But that day never came. Instead, Daniel just kept doing small, kind things. Every single Saturday morning, Daniel made breakfast. Always too much food, way too much. And he would leave a plate on the counter for Marcus. No note, no words, just a warm plate sitting there. Marcus would come downstairs after everyone finished eating. He would eat alone. He never said thank you, not once. And Daniel never said anything about it. This happened every single weekend for almost a whole year. And here is what Marcus told me later. He noticed every single time. He felt it every single time. He just pretended he didn't. Then one evening, something small happened. Marcus came downstairs to get some water, and he saw Daniel sitting alone at the kitchen table. Just sitting there, not watching TV, not on his phone, just sitting, staring at nothing. Marcus almost walked right past him, but something made him stop. He said, "What are you doing?" Daniel looked up and said, "Honestly, just wondering if any of this is ever going to get easier." He said it quietly, like he was just thinking out loud, like he forgot Marcus was even there. Marcus did not say anything back. He just got his water and went upstairs. But he thought about those words for a long time, because in that moment, Daniel did not seem like a stranger anymore. He seemed like a real person, a person who was trying really hard and finding it really difficult. and still showing up every single day anyway. Then came that Saturday, the one Marcus will never forget. His dad was supposed to come and pick him up at 10 in the morning. Marcus packed his bag the night before. He set his alarm, got up early, got dressed, and sat down right by the front door, waiting. 10 o'clock came. No knock on the door. He told himself, maybe there's traffic. He's coming. 11 o'clock. Nothing. He told himself, something must have happened. He will call soon. 12 o'clock. Still nothing. He called his dad 4 times. 4 times it went to voicemail. And Marcus just sat there by that door. Because getting up felt like giving up. Like if he moved away from that spot, it meant his dad was not coming. And he did not want to believe that. His mom came and sat next to him at some point. She put her hand on his back. He moved away from her. He did not want comfort. He wanted his dad. By 2 o'clock, something inside Marcus just went very quiet. He stood up, walked upstairs, opened his bag, and slowly put everything back. His clothes, his things, everything he had packed the night before with so much hope. He put it all back. Then he went and sat outside on the front step. Just needed some air. Just needed to breathe. Daniel came outside after a while. He did not say anything. He did not ask Marcus if he was okay. He did not try to make it better. He just walked out slowly and sat down right next to Marcus on the step. And they just sat there together, not talking, just sitting, watching the street, listening to the quiet. A long time passed. Then Daniel said something. He said it softly. No big voice, no drama. He said, "You don't have to like me. That's okay. But I am not going anywhere." Then he stood up and went back inside. Marcus did not say anything back. He did not even look at him. He sat outside a little longer by himself. Then he went inside, went upstairs, closed his door, and he cried. Not because something beautiful happened, but because he was just so tired. Tired of sitting by doors waiting for people who never came. Tired of fighting every single day to feel nothing. Tired of being 13 years old and carrying something so heavy all by himself. And for the very first time in 2 years, someone had just come and sat with him, without being asked, without wanting anything back. Just sat there. Things did not change the very next day. That is not how life works. But something small had shifted. About a week later, Marcus came downstairs on a Saturday morning. Daniel was in the kitchen making breakfast. The usual, too much food. The usual warm plate already sitting on the counter. Marcus sat down at the kitchen table. Not at the counter alone, at the table. Daniel did not say anything about it, did not make a face. He just put a glass of orange juice next to the plate and went back to what he was doing. And they sat there together in the kitchen that morning, not talking much, just existing in the same space without it feeling like a battle. Marcus ate his breakfast, and for the first time in 2 years, it did not feel like losing. The moment that changed everything came when Marcus was 15. He failed a big test at school, really failed it, badly. He felt terrible walking home, like he was carrying a heavy rock in his chest. He showed his mom. She tried to keep her face calm, but Marcus saw it, that little flash of disappointment. He almost did not show Daniel, but Daniel was right there in the kitchen, and something made Marcus hand him the paper. Daniel looked at it, then looked at Marcus and said, "Okay, so what happened?" No angry face, no big disappointed sigh, no lecture, just, "What happened?" Marcus told him everything. How he kept putting off studying, how he knew he was not ready, how he just hoped it would be okay somehow. Daniel listened to every single word, did not interrupt once. Then he said, "Do you want help with the next one?" They sat at that kitchen table for 2 whole hours. Daniel was not even very good at the subject. He got things wrong. He had to look things up on his phone. Marcus even had to correct him a few times. And Daniel just said, "You are right. Okay, keep going." But he stayed. He stayed right there at that table until Marcus closed the book and said he felt ready. No big speech after. No, "You're welcome." He just made them both a snack and put the TV on. And that night, Marcus realized something. He still did not have a word for what Daniel was to him. But whatever it was real. And it mattered. Marcus is 24 now. Daniel was in the front row at his graduation, right next to his mom. After the ceremony, when the whole place was loud and full of people, Marcus walked over to him. He did not prepare anything to say. He just walked over and said, "Thank you for not leaving." Daniel looked at him, put his hand on his shoulder and said, "Of course." Just those 2 words. Of course. Marcus said he had to look away after that because he did not want to cry in the middle of his graduation. But he cried anyway. Daniel never once asked Marcus to appreciate him. He never said, "Do you see what I am doing for you?" He never made Marcus feel guilty for the 2 years of coldness. He just kept showing up. And Marcus wasted years before he said thank you. So, if someone came to your mind while you were listening to this story, do not wait years like Marcus did. Go and tell them, because someone out there needs to be reminded today that what they are doing matters. And if this story stayed with you, like this video and subscribe. Every day I share stories just like this one. Real people, real moments that remind us what actually matters in this life.